Anti-aging rituals, biohacking, and Silicon Valley's mission to overcome death speak to a global obsession with finding the fountain of youth and thereby avoiding the inevitable. Today, there are death apps like WeCroak, cafes for the morbidly curious, and even a growing popularity of tree burials. Now, the death wellness movement is emerging from the shadows to counter this narrative and help break the taboo surrounding death.
My name is Brad Wolf, and I'm the founder and executive director of Reimagine End of Life. We are a nonprofit organization with a purpose to inspire individuals, families, and communities to explore death and celebrate life through creativity and conversation.
So my name is Jeannie Blaustein, and I am the founding board chair of Reimagine End of Life. So the 21st century American culture overwhelmingly has a denial of death.
It happens really now unseen behind the sterile walls of hospitals. We don't live and work in places with our older relatives, and that creates this kind of feeling that death is something that happens over there. We're kind of lost when it comes to some of the institutions and safeguards that have helped us historically deal with some of these bigger questions in life. And so we're looking in many respects to be in community, reflecting with others on some of those unanswerable questions.
So the death positive or death wellness movement is really about creating the opportunity for people to have better endings. More broadly, the death positive movement, it's really about recognizing that death is a part of life, that none of us get out alive without going through that process. That's just how it is.
As individuals begin to break taboos around discussing their eventual demise, opportunities for a more whimsical relationship to funerals, burials, and end-of-life activities emerge from this newly opened door.
As we open up a new conversation on the end of life, there are a number of new innovative businesses that people are starting to pay attention to. The idea of green burial, for example. There's an organization called Eternova that is focusing on turning your ashes into diamonds.
The caregiving industry is going to explode. There are huge possibilities for how caregiving is going to be handled both in hospital but more often at home, because at home it's more cost efficient. Those areas are going to really take a huge hit unless they find an adaptive response to the growing demand that consumers are going to make around the kind of care and transparency and support that they want at this stage of their lives.
If life is a disease, we're all terminal. So as that gets understood and we started facing it, the number of new business opportunities that will unlock is vast. And then the question becomes, how do we do that responsibly? Now is really a pivotal moment in our society to think about how we want to reimagine the end of life.
Death wellness won't simply disrupt the healthcare and funeral industries, but rather transform global relationships to life, death, the family, and the self.